Six Flags Magic Mountain is the coaster capital of California and pretty much the coaster capital of the world if you don't count Energylandia and Cedar Point. I ended up going to California to visit Six Flags Magic Mountain in April. This park serves the greater Los Angeles area, and this is a compilation of footage that I took while I was there, accompanied with some commentary. I ended up going to this park on April 24th and April 25th, which is why some of this footage looks different. I just want to start off and say this park has an incredibly good lineup of coasters. And by incredibly good, I mean this park absolutely dominates pretty much every other park in terms of ride lineup just based on the sheer volume of rides they have. Now, when you go to Six Flags Magic Mountain, you don't go here for the pretty scenery or the sights. Don't get me wrong, Six Flags Magic Mountain definitely has some areas that look nice. The front entrance looks really good with the rocks and the waterfall and all the roller coasters coming together. This park has a lot of positive synergy. But there are some areas of this park that look dilapidated and abandoned, like Gary, Indiana. I'll talk about one of those areas soon, but for now, just enjoy some of this footage. I started the day off by hitting up Goliath and Twisted Colossus, Goliath being the park's hypercoaster, which I feel like is a little underrated. Yeah, the ride has a lot of wasted potential, doesn't really do much, but it's still a fun time.
Nice! It is not, it's pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah. I should have braced for that. I should have known it was coming.
I want that for Android Adventure.
Yeah, they axed Green Lantern, and now Riddler's the world's largest stand-up coaster.
Riddler's Revenge was always the world's largest stand-up coaster. Twisted Colossus, though, pretty good RMC iBox track, and honestly, Twisted Colossus crew was killing it. They were pumping trains out as fast as they possibly could. The only thing slowing down operations were the guests. So I feel like maybe if we get some lockers in there, you know, like the ones Steel Vengeance and Twisted Timbers have, I feel like operations on this ride could pick up a lot quicker. That way you don't have people trying to shove their life-size Super Mario plush in the cubbyhole and slow down operations.
It's a sad day when West Coast Racers is not West Coast Racers, Lex Luthor. It's a sad day. I hope it's open tomorrow. So I'm also going to be here tomorrow. If it's not, I'm going to be kind of sad.
Unfortunately for me, Lex Luthor was closed, and this was a drop tower I was really looking forward to. It's one of my favorite drop towers out there. My favorite part about Lex Luthor is the fact that once you're at the top, you can feel the entire Superman tower shaking in the wind. It might freak a lot of people out, but it's a really cool feeling.
You enjoyed that run, but the next one is even getting more epic.
Even gonna
working on your ride.
The next one is even gonna be more epic.
One eternity later.
All right.
West Coast Racers is a cute little ride. Honestly, a little bit deceiving. Some people might look at it and see its tiny size and think, oh, this thing's a family ride, but don't let that fool you. This ride pulls some crazy ejector, especially on that wave turn. My back was hurting from walking around the park in vans all day, so when we hit that wave turn, it felt like I got a spinal adjustment.
Rest in peace, Deja Vu. Never got to ride you. You can still see the That is, I believe, a light for Deja Vu's key. You can tell because it's green and blue. So I guess there's some remnants of Deja Vu left. Unfortunately for me, I missed out on this thing before it got sent to New England and ruined. Alright, it's time for the apocalypse. I'm so stable.
Holy crap, let me just say this. I haven't been on Apocalypse in 3 years. Riding it again? What even happened to this ride? I remember riding Apocalypse around when West Coast Racers recently opened and this thing was smooth as butter. But for whatever reason now, the ride runs rougher than a broken shopping cart. The ride still has an incredibly good layout and it's super forceful and fast paced, but man is it rough.
Yep, this is one of those rides where I'm cutting to tomorrow when I have fast lane. I'm not waiting in that. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
That statement was a lie. I did not in fact ride Tatsu at all in those 2 days I was there because I just didn't get around to it. I instead used the fast lane on my second day to re-ride Twisted Colossus a bunch of times. After that, I decided to head over to X2, which is personally one of my favorite coasters I've been on. It cracks my top 15, and for a good reason. This ride is incredibly intense. So intense that it's a little hard to re-ride. Good thing the line was 2 hours and they weren't accepting fast lane.
We're still going. And we're finally... Oh, there we go. Get ready. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh god.
You remember when I said some of the areas of the park look a little dilapidated? Well, Samurai Summit is one of them. This area of the park has been severely neglected for the better part of a decade. Buildings have paint chipping off of them, the whole area just lacks maintenance and landscaping. You can even see in this footage here, the entrance to the Sky Tower, which was their intimate observation tower, the entrance is decaying and it's been doing that for also about a decade. This area needs a little bit of love, but honestly, it's still probably one of my favorite areas in the park for the sole reason of how peaceful it is.
Yeah, this thing's better than Iron Dragon. Oh yeah.
If you want to get away from all the crowds and all the noise, this is the spot to go. Probably because people don't want to walk up a miniature mountain to get up there, and maybe they don't know the People Mover exists. Not really sure. People don't come up here and it's a great way to escape the noise.
Nah, that's why the capacity's so bad.
Out of the 3 aero-suspended coasters I've been on, Ninja sits in the middle. I like it more than Iron Dragon, but not quite as much as the Bat. But it's still a really good ride and great for families. At one point I do remember this ride having a lot more trees around it, but it seems they bulldozed all of that, so it kind of ruined a little bit of the mystique the ride had. Part of the fun of this ride was zipping through all the trees, but now that they're gone, I guess you can just zip around a giant patch of dirt.
Class, today's lecture is going to be on magnets.
Please leave your lap bar open. Please leave your lap bar open.
I can't like rest my head because it's like.
I can rest my head.
You're taller.
I'm resting right now. I feel super rested.
You actually go whenever.
Whee!
Full Throttle is a great supporting cast member in Six Flags Magic Mountain's lineup, which I feel like if this were at any other park, it would probably be the star player. The only problem I have with it is the brakes going down the drop off the loop, which is pretty diabolical. But for whatever reason, the brakes being there makes the ejector airtime feel more pronounced, so I guess thanks for that. I just wish the second half of the ride were built.
Actually, what if I stand here? I hear the guy yapping, so it's probably gonna go off soon. Here it goes. Yep. It's a pretty cool ride. It just needs that second half. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was here maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit more than that, and this looks pretty much the same. The construction's moving very slow here. So I don't think they're really going to start working on this until, you know, the off season or something. But not really a whole lot's going on. Oh God. Look at all these dweebs. Who's ready for the world's worst parking lot coaster? It's so egregious, it's not even funny. All those parking spaces.
Something compelled me to go and ride Scream after that, so I did. And, well, Scream gets a lot of hate from a lot of enthusiasts. Is it justified? Yeah, kind of. Just listen to what I had to say about it after getting off.
Not too many people screaming. Why? They're like, I'm hurting.
If anyone screams on this ride, it screams of pain and agony.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Very rough.
This ride sucks, dude.
Yeah, it was very rough.
You can see all the parking lot spaces. They didn't even try with this one. I don't think anyone's screaming on Scream.
Trust me, that guy's not putting his hands up because he's enjoying the ride. He's actually putting his hands up in an attempt to pray to whatever god he believes in to make his suffering end. I also wanted to give Wonder Woman another try because I wasn't a huge fan of it last time. I thought it was very comparable to Jersey Devil, but I got a back row ride on this thing and oh man, the difference between Wonder Woman and Jersey Devil is night and day. I have no idea what's different between the two besides the ending portion, but whatever upgrades they did to this thing, the trains run extremely fast. They run significantly faster than Jersey Devil's trains. You get pronounced ejector airtime on every hill, including the first drop. It almost feels too fast for its own good, which is surprising because the trains are also long.
I didn't get to record the front row, but I got the back row. And the back row is where it's at. Holy oh my god, this is so much better than Jersey Devil. Oh my god. Like, how is this even? Oh. Wow. Oh. Like, what? How is this better than Jersey Devil? Ow! 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 Oh, my back hurts so much. Please don't rip me out of my seat. Ow! Ow!
course, what's a visit to Six Flags Magic Mountain without trying out Riddler, their giant stand-up coaster? I personally don't have an issue with stand-up coasters because I've figured out how to ride them. So if you want to complain about stand-up coaster this, stand-up coaster that, you just don't know the tech. You don't know the secret. You don't know the meta on how to ride these things. I figured it out. Even after figuring out how to ride stand-up coasters, Riddler it's fine. It's not bad. It's not amazing. It's just fine. It's definitely not as bad as people say it is. Of course, Riddler being a stand-up coaster means it has bad operations, but that's not exactly the ride crew's fault. The nature of the trains and the harnesses just make this a slow load and unload process.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I like Daffy Duck.
Does anyone have a spare $1,000 for the DC Harley Quinn figure? Yeah, this isn't in my tax bracket. I could never. It's nice and silly. Wee-hee. It is old. That looks crazy. What a weird ride.
This is weird.
Across my visits to the park over the span of 2 days, I was able to ride every single major coaster except for Revolution, Tatsu, and Batman. And to be honest, it was kind of purposeful. I didn't want to ride Batman because I've already been on every single Batman basically, and they all feel the same to me. I didn't really care about it. I didn't ride Revolution because honestly I couldn't be bothered to walk over to that section again. I just kept my fast lane in Marathon, Twisted Colossus, and Wonder Woman. And like I said earlier, Tatsu is a ride that is a little too intense for me. You can call me a baby if you want. That ride wipes me out. That pretzel loop makes my stomach feel all weird and bad. I did get to ride Viper, but I didn't record it because my meta glasses decided to take a crap and die. Viper's a great ride too. It's overhated. It's not a smooth ride, of course, because it's an old aero looper, but man, this thing has character and it's fun. And I got a lot of re-rides on some of my favorite coasters like Twisted Colossus, Wonder Woman, X2. It was overall very fun. And my general thoughts on the park are this. If you want to go to a park just for roller coasters, Six Flags Magic Mountain is one of the top 3 parks in the country to do that. If you're going to a park for appearance, this is not the park you want to go to. Like I said, there are some areas that look nice, but there's also some areas that look, well, abandoned. So I guess they balance each other out to just be okay. It's not overall bad, it's just kind of okay. For a park that was running one train on pretty much everything, their operations weren't half bad. We were seeing maybe 4 to 5 minute dispatches as opposed to when I went to Over Texas and I was seeing 12-minute dispatches there, which was just sad. Magic Mountain was trying their best, and their staff were super polite and friendly. Magic Mountain's a great park and I recommend you visit if you haven't been to already. But if we're being honest, if you're a coaster enthusiast, I'm pretty sure you've already been to Magic Mountain. It's like every coaster enthusiast bucket list park along with Cedar Point. If you haven't been to Six Flags Magic Mountain, it's time to go to Magic Mountain. This was just a compilation of footage that I took while I was at Magic Mountain. I wanted to try something a little different. I didn't want to overload the video with commentary this time, partially because I'm trying to also edit my ranking Asian countries by their best coaster video simultaneously. So that's also part of the reason why there was a little less commentary in this video, and I also wanted to try it out to see if you guys like it. Hope you enjoyed the footage, and I'll see you in the next video.